Hello dear student, welcome back. In previous class we had studied about that Golgi apparatus plus endoplasmic reticulum and the function of the plasma membrane. In this particular parts of video we are going to discuss about the mitochondria. So, dear student, that mitochondria is discovered by the Altman. So let me write here. The topic is mitochondria. And then mitochondria is first discovered by Altman, Richard Altman, who discovered the mitochondria. Mitochondria is a powerhouse of cell. Right? Because they are going to produce the ATP that is going to make the most of the organelle to consume that ATP for their vital function. So the ATP full form is the adenosine triphosphate, which is known as the energy currency of the cell. If you see the structure of mitochondria, then the structure is the double membranous structure it having. That double membranous structure, that second membrane is going to invisibilate or the enfolding to increase their surface area to produce more and more ATP, so that foldings are present. With that, they have a sufficient amount of the ribosome, plus they have their own DNA, and that DNA is the circular DNA. So this is the DNA and this is the crista, which is the infolding of the cell membrane. In between that two membrane, that name of that in the middle one membrane is that space is the intermembranous space, where the electron transport system occurs. Now, if you see here, they having the DNA, they having their ribosome, so that they can replicate at every time. Means if they need more and more energy, so that they can replicate their body to form from one mitochondria to the many mitochondria, it is depending upon the organ which contain that mitochondria. If the organ is very activated and participate in most of the activity, so that the number of mitochondria is also increased, right? Now next you can see here why they are known as the powerhouse of the cell, because that only one organelle which is responsible for formation of the currency, that energy currency, that is the ATP. That is only one organelle which is present inside the cell which form the energy, and that one energy which is produced by this mitochondria is used by the different organelle. Clear? Now that infolding what you see here, we have a tennis ball-like structure here. If you zoom out this particular structure, what you find? You find a circular structure and a star. That is the intermembranous space, that is the inner membrane, that is the outer membrane, and in between that intermembranous spaces occur, that is F0 and F1 particle, which is actually participate in the oxidation process. So in this particular process, the ATP is going to form here, right? So on total, what we can say, the mitochondria is present in most of the eukaryotic animal and the eukaryotic plant. In case of the unicellular, instead of mitochondria, they having the mesosome, which is act like the mitochondria, means that mesosome is going to produce the energy, and there only the EDS cycle occur. Clear? Next is what? That Altman, who discovered the mitochondria, Benda gave the name that bioplast. Before the Altman, Benda gave the name bioplast, the same mitochondria. Okay, and after some time, Altman that gave the name mitochondria. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell plus ATP, which is going to generate inside that powerhouse, is known as the currency or energy currency of the cell. Mitochondria have the double membranous space or the structure. First membrane is the smooth, and another membrane, or we can say the inner membrane, is the more and more folded, and that folding is going to ensure the surface area, or we can say the increase the surface area by which they can produce more and more energy at one time. Here we have some tennis ball-like structure present, which is the F0 and F1 particle from where the ATP is generated out. They have their own DNA, and DNA structure is actually the circular DNA. Why they having the circular DNA? Because in the ancient time, if you see the earlier, that chloroplast and mitochondria, they are freely or independently, they survived their life, but after coming in the eukaryotic cell body, they are not going to perform their own activity, so that everyone know about that unicellular organism having the circular DNA. And that same circular DNA present in the mitochondria as well as the chloroplast. So that is going to prove that before a eukaryotic cell, means before a part of eukaryotic cell, that mitochondria and chloroplast are the unicelled structure, because they are having the circular DNA, and that circular DNA is going to provide the surety of the multiplication of its own body, so that they can multiply more and more in number according to the need. So this is all about that mitochondria. Now our next topic is the chloroplast. So dear student, the next one is the plastid, which is the largest organelle of the cell or the plant cell. So that red color is not totally recognized by you, so sorry for that. So follow my voice so that it is going to easy for you. So the word plastid was first given by the Schimper. That is spelling is Schimper, Schimper. Plastid having the types. If you see their types, so first is the etioplast. Etioplast is a plastid which is going to lead the formation of chlorophyll, or we can say the precursor of the chlorophyll. Chromoplast, that is the pigment synthetic organ or pigment synthesizing organ. Chloroplast is used for the lipid synthesis. Leucoplast is for the fatty acid and the amino acid synthesis. Amyloplast is going to store the starch and the sugar. Areoplast is going to store the lipid. And last is the proteinoplast, is for the site for the enzyme activity, or we can say the protein synthesis. So this is the type of the plastid, where what we have to study according to the 9th standard, we have only two things. One is the leucoplast, another is the chloroplast. Okay, in the chromoplast, means in chromoplast we can study the chloroplast and the leucoplast. So if you see the chromoplast, that color providing plastid, if you see in the chromoplast, what do we find? We find the chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is an organelle which is known as the kitchen of the plant. Why? Because it is present in the chloroplast, right? And that means that chlorophyll present in the chloroplast. So the chloroplast, we will see the structure of chloroplast singly. So let's discuss about the chlorophyll first, which is going to give the appearance of the green color, which is very important for the plant in the process to fulfill that process of the photosynthesis. So let's start the first chromoplast, that is a chloroplast. Then after we will take the next one. So I think that leucoplast having only the explanation, there is no picture given in your NCERT. So we will see the leucoplast first. So according to the leucoplast, leucoplast is not going to provide any type of the color. So they are known as the colorless plastic. And the example you can see the root where chlorophyll is absent, so that only the leucoplast are present, right? So that is you all about it. Now next we will see the structure of the chlorophyll and the function. So here I am going to draw the diagram of the chloroplast. So if you see the structure that is given in your NCERT, so that is the structure of the chloroplast, that is double membrane structure. And that double membrane structure is going to provide the protectivity of that chloroplast. So another we have the granum part, that is a thylakoid, and whole we can see the granum. Okay, so that is the saucer. Our saucer structure is nothing but thylakoid, and one layer, if you see that one, only one, that is the thylakoid. Wait, let me see this spelling. It's a thylakoid. Clear? And if you see that whole structure, so that is the granum, where the light reaction of photosynthesis taking place. Light reaction of the photosynthesis taking place. That all structure is going to connected with each other. That all structure is going to connected with each other by the stroma lamellae. So here also they having their own DNA, right? And this particular space where that you can see that all empty space is nothing but stroma part, where the dark reaction of the photosynthesis take place. Dark reaction of the photosynthesis take place. They also having some starch grain here. Starch grain, plus they have their own genetic material, that is the DNA, circular DNA. They have the ribosome also, ribosome, which is the protein factory of plant, right? And that double membranous structure, if you see that first is the outer membrane. Let me write here. That first one is the outer membrane. Another one is the internal membrane. Now, what is the function of that all chloro? So in the particular organelle, means that chloroplast, that is going to capture the sun energy. right? So when they are going to capture the sun energy, so they simply convert the solar energy into chemical energy. So that chemical is nothing but carbohydrate, right? And that cell of that chloroplast cell is going to allow plant to have resid structure as varied as the wood trunk and supply the leaf. And the vacuole allow parts cell to change the size. So we can say the chloroplast are the part of the plant and the algal cell that carry out the photosynthesis process and converting the light energy into the chemical energy, right? So that they can easily do the photosynthesis process and they produce their food material, right? So that is the function and the structure of the chloroplast. Hope you understand that all the organelle and their function. In the next video part, we will discuss about the another organelle with the detailed structure. Till then, thank you so much for watching it. Keep prepare yourself for the next test.